talk about willing to lose, Patrice. The scarcity mindset. You've done whole podcast episodes on this. You've talked about this on stages. And you talk about the scarcity mindset. And it's not a certain demographic. High earners can be victim to the scarcity mindset.
Oh, yeah. Scarcity mindset will follow you into every season of your life. You just have to be aware of it. And scarcity mindset is essentially this idea of just lack, like there's not enough. You see it a lot with people who do get to, I would say, higher levels in their professions or their career, where now they think that they're just competing with everybody as if there's not enough market share to go around, right? And you just see it in the way people respond, the way they show up to certain things, this limiting idea that if you get something, now I can't have. It's very weird. Whenever people tell me like, oh, I saw you on this thing and you're my competition, I say, oh, girl, we're not competition. We're complementary. I don't even want to do what you do.
Girl, I don't even know you. It's my first time meeting you.
Yeah, I don't even want to, and I don't want to do what you do in the way that you do what you do, because the only person who can do what I do the way that I do what I do is me.
Baby, you looking at her.
You looking at her. I don't fear
she is
you doing anything, right? Like, we are complementary. That's why I open up my platform to other people. That's why I'm okay with going live with other people, sharing stages with other people, collaborating on retreats with people, because I don't have a fear that, oh, if you see Brandi now, you won't like me. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But scarcity mindset follows people through. It's not just about a scarcity in finances. You see it with dating. People think there's a scarcity of men. I didn't think there was a scarcity of men. I didn't think there was a scarcity of good men. When I started dating, I was like, there is no pee in the dating pool. And I live in Atlanta.
Listen, Patrice, and you know, we done traveled together. You know, we done had some times, okay?
Good times.
But we always talk about this because when people ask me like, oh, you date in Atlanta? And I'm like, yeah, I do. Mm-hmm. I haven't had those experiences. I meet really good men.
I meet really nice men. Well, you were talking about the list earlier, and I remember doing an episode called You Won't Make Me Dumb Down My Desires. So I was on Anthony O'Neill's show, and there was a clip of me that went viral because I was talking about my list.
Oh, I remember this.
It was, oh my gosh. It was everywhere,
it was.
Right? And I was talking about my list. And so I talked about, first of all, people completely skipped over the fact that I said I wanted someone who was honest and kind and integral and patient and all these things. And when I said they had to be over 6'3", girl, these people lost it. Who does she think she is? She's over 40 years old and divorced. Nobody wants her and all this stuff. And
it sounds like a lot of short kings out there.
Baby,
sound like a lot of short kings.
Had to be nothing but.
Short king. Dr. Umar. You got to say it in threes.
They were sending me DMs with statistics about how many like single men are available, and then out of that, how many are black, and then how many are over this age, and all this stuff. And so, you know, I just
researched y'all baby daddy the way y'all research these points y'all be making.
Well, listen, you know, I respond with podcast episodes. I don't even go back and forth, baby. Oh, you want to be an episode? Okay, no problem. Coming soon. You just wait. I did a whole podcast episode. You won't make me dumb down my desires. I am already a walking contradiction. I'm not even supposed to be here. You know what I mean? Like, I'm first generation American. I grew up in Leimert Park in South Central Los Angeles. I walked over crack pipes to get to school. I have seen drive-by shootings. I have ducked and dodged from drive-by shootings. Like, I am not even supposed to be here as a black woman with 2 degrees, an MBA in behavioral finance and financial psychology, a 7-figure business, all of the things that I've done. And you think that the hurdle is finding a man over 6'3"?
Girl.
Child.
Please talk to me nicely.
No. I said, well, I'm already a walking contradiction. And also, I don't have scarcity mindset. I do not have the mindset that because of your experience or your experience or your experience, that has to be mine. I can respect your experience and also not receive it for me.
Yeah.
I respect that that's what you went through. It's just like people telling me scarcity mindset. Oh, your daughter, when she becomes a teenager, you're not going to like her anymore. Oh, when they become, you like her now because she's young and she's cute. But when she becomes a teenager, I respect if that was your experience with your daughter, but I don't receive that. My daughter is 17 years old, just received an athletic scholarship to play flag football in college.
We did not see that coming.
Did not see it coming, right? Again, an abundance mindset, though, because my prayer is that she go to school debt-free.
Yeah.
Now, God blew our minds with how, but that she would go to school debt-free because, of course, her number one school is one of the most expensive schools in Georgia. I'm like, Reagan, really? Okay. But she figured it out. She made it happen. And again, I just approach life from that mindset that everything is available to me. If God put it on this earth, why is it not available to me? And people don't like Black women being able to say,
come on,
and hold and believe that everything is available to them. They want you to shrink. They want you to think because you're over 40, you dead now. Mm-hmm. They want you to think, oh, because you have a child, because you're divorced, because you didn't do this.
You dark skin. You look like a Black woman. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you actually look like a Black woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you have full features. Look at
you
your nose.
Look at your hair. Okay.
All the things. I'm like, yeah, and no, yeah, I believe that this is what God. Let me tell you something. Everything starts with belief. If anybody has anything going on with them right now, we create it and we accept it because of our beliefs. And our beliefs are always going to dictate our thoughts. Our thoughts are always going to dictate our words. Our words will always dictate our actions. Our actions will always dictate our behaviors. And those behaviors are what our habits are. And if you want to see what you really value, look at your habits. Mm-hmm. You're going to look at your habits. Be mad at them habits. Don't be mad at another woman for believing what she can have and what she doesn't have to tolerate and what she doesn't have to
be
accept.
Mad at them habits.
And so can I just say one more thing, friend? I know this is your platform. Can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Okay, I have to say
that's
one
why
more
you
thing.
here.
The thing with when you start dismantling beliefs is that people are going to start saying you're destroying your life. The number one comment that I had, outside of the number one unsupportive comment, because when I announced that I was ready to dream a new dream, and in 2022 announced that I was separating, most people were very supportive. Because if you know me, you know that I'm very thoughtful. I'm not somebody that just makes rash decisions. Yeah. I'm very thoughtful and methodical, right? But the people who had something to say, the people who sent me full paragraphs via email, the people who thought it was appropriate to send me full DMs telling me about how disappointed they were and how my beliefs were just falling apart and how God would not be pleased with me and wanted to, because what does God think about you though? Because why are you, okay, but anyway. So all of those things, this is the distinction that I've made in these last few years. When you are starting to take on new beliefs, when you're starting to expand and you have really sincere conviction and confidence about what it is you say you believe, people will look at you as if you're destroying your life because it no longer reflects what they have held as truth or as fact. It no longer reflects what they've been willing to tolerate in their own lives. It no longer reflects the boundaries, right, that you didn't have, that they got to cross all the time. Because a lot of people don't want you to change because they've benefited from your lack of boundaries. But as soon as you start getting some governing decisions about what you believe, what you need, want, and desire, and you are okay with articulating it, people will say, you are destroying your life. You are on a path of destruction. Oh, I'm so sad for you. You're on a path of destruction. There's a difference between destruction and deconstruction. And when people are very immature spiritually, I believe they get it twisted. So let me help you with the difference here. Destruction is like taking a wrecking ball and just like blowing up your whole life. That's what people see when you start to do things differently. Oh my gosh, you're getting a divorce. Oh my gosh, you're moving. You're getting a new job. You're starting a business. They think you're going through a midlife crisis. They're putting all of this stuff on you. Deconstruction is looking at your life. You can use the 6 pillars of wealth as a guide and methodically and meticulously dismantling the parts that don't serve, right? This next level vision of the structure. There's a lot of buildings, people they don't get torn down. They get deconstructed. They start to remove the carpet. They remove the windows. They remove certain parts, of the building. And then they bring in something fresh.
Yeah.
They bring in something renewed. They bring in something new and light that reflects where the building is going.
Yeah.
Many of us, I think in this era, we're in a great awakening. And for people who are dismantling pieces of their faith, they're dismantling the way they did relationship, they're dismantling like what they believe is possible for themselves. Do not let people tell you that you are on a path of destruction, you are ruining your life. You are going through a deconstruction, and everything that you put back in there gets to be authentic, it gets to be genuine, and it gets to be exactly who the hell you are.
Yeah.
Because people's external ideas and thoughts, opinions, and validation do not trump your internal intuition. And internally, you already know what it is. Now it's time to own it.
That is so good. Deconstructing. I think that so many people are afraid of that part, right? Mm-hmm. Because of the work that comes along with it. Because you can't start deconstructing without having some real intention, some real goals, some real ideas in place for you to move to the next level. And so when you talk to women and you coach women through deconstructing, what is the first thing you tell them to do?
Create an ignited, aligned vision. An ignited, aligned vision is rooted in what truly, when you think about it, not what you think your mama wants, not what you think is acceptable by society standards, not when you think about other expectations from other places, but an ignited vision is from within. Ignited is a spark from within. What excites you? What do you genuinely see for yourself? I think one of the saddest things is so many adults have been taught that they can't dream. They need to be practical. They need to be logical. They need to just survive. So they can't even think about, what do I genuinely want? And if they think about it, they don't have the guts to voice it, even to themselves in their own quiet times. I tell women to journal, they're scared to even write it in their own journal.
That's so wild, right?
Yeah. But if you don't have an ignited vision, most people live from an inspired vision. Inspiration comes from outside of you.
Yeah.
Inspiration is external. So you were inspired to do this thing because your mama said. You were inspired to do this thing because a counselor said.
Yeah.
You were inspired because, oh, this is what your friends are doing. This is why most people can't manage their finances well. You too worried about what your friends are doing. You don't have an inspired vision for yourself. I'm sorry, an ignited vision for yourself of what you want. You're inspired by, oh, Brandi's driving this kind of car. I need to go get this kind of car. Oh, so-and-so took their kids on this vacation. I need to go do that. But what does your ignited vision say about how you live your life and what you genuinely want, right? So I tell people to start from an ignited vision. What truly excites you? If you didn't think anyone would read the journal, if you weren't afraid of somebody else hearing it, if you gave yourself permission to just close your eyes and dream, the greatest faculty that God has given us is the ability to imagine and dream. Your dad taught me dreaming is free. Yeah. You might as well dream big. You might as well dream in full color. Now, in the real world, of course, do we have budget constraints? Yes, we do. Okay, but dreaming is free.
Yeah.
You can start there. You don't have to have the full version. You can start with a 1.0 version of it. But if you just stay consistent, our consistency is because we don't have anything we're truly devoted to. You can't be devoted to other people's ideas of what you should be or do. Because then every time life happens, every time the wind blows, you back in that corner sucking your thumb.
Yeah.
But when it's your vision and you sold out for that vision, you will find a way. You will go around, you will go over, you will go under, you will bulldoze your way through if you have to, because that's your vision.
Hey, Vault family, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip, make sure to check out our full interview on our channel at Vault Empowers Talks. We don't just scratch the surface. We dive deep into the lives of some of the world's most influential leaders and change makers. Don't forget to like, to comment, and be sure to subscribe for more inspiring conversations. See you next time.